My name is Basma Babar Qureshi. I'm a news and documentary producer and a photographer, and I am the producer for Fordson Faith Fasting Football.
My name's Usher Qureshi. I'm a television journalist, photographer, and filmmaker. Previously, I was CNN's Islamabad bureau chief. I also worked as the chief investigative reporter at the CBS station in Kansas City, and I'm now a correspondent for PBS in Chicago and one of the producers of Fordson Faith Fasting Football.
My parents, who are both doctors, came to the United States from Pakistan in the 1970s. And when I was around 13 years old, decided that they wanted to move the family back to Pakistan. So I actually went to high school in Lahore, Pakistan. And I did come back to the U.S. for college, but some years later, when my husband Usher and I were working for CNN, we had the opportunity to go back to Pakistan and open the Islamabad bureau for CNN, which was an amazing experience. Since then, we do go back as much as we can, and Pakistan and South Asian culture is definitely a part of me and part of our family.
Well, my parents moved to the United States in the late 60s from India. As children growing up, they always instilled in us to hold on to our traditional culture, and so we learned a lot from them, speaking the language. Also, we always enjoyed Indian movies and songs, and grew up and ended up working for CNN and going to Pakistan for 3 years. My wife is from Pakistan, so we enjoy the culture quite a bit, and I still love an occasional Bollywood film in the theaters.
My favorite free time activity is reading books. From a very young age, I've always loved books. I could never put books down as a child, and I'm so happy that I've passed that along to my daughter, who's 6, and she absolutely adores reading. And it's true that the book is always better than the movie.
I love sitting in a dark theater and watching a film and getting lost in it, the storytelling, the production, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. I made my first film when I was 6 years old, and it's a dream to make films now, but I still, more than anything, enjoy watching them.
I am not ashamed to say that you would probably hear 80s music, and you'd probably hear me singing along at the top of my lungs.
Some people say I have strange taste in music. I think it's eclectic. You can hear anything on my iPod blasting, from modern rock, grunge from the 90s. I love Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Soundgarden, to, pop culture stuff. I like popular music as well, and listen to a lot of South Asian music, Indian music, film music, Pakistani pop, Ali Zafar, fusion, strings. So I think you'd get an eclectic mix of music coming out of the speakers in my car.
I definitely have a weakness for pad thai, but a cheeseburger would do.
I like food, so that's a tough one. But I have to say that if I had to pick one, it would be my mom's talawa gosht with khatti dal and rice. That's my favorite.
We were asked 2 years ago by the director to come on board and produce the film. Usher and I thought it was a great project. It fit perfectly with our backgrounds in journalism and mine specifically in documentary producing. So that's how we got involved, and it's been an amazing project.
It was a pet project of my brother-in-law's, who wanted to make the film for several years. He brought it to us. He needed producers who had the understanding and the background to make a film that was beautiful and was compelling and able to tell this story. And that's really what our background is in.
At the heart of it, Fordson is not only an inspiring story, it's also an American story, and it's common to each and every one of us. It's about a community's resilience in the face of adversity, and their struggle to hold on to the American dream. And I think every American needs to go see this film.
Fordson is really the Remember the Titans of our time. This film will entertain you, it will make you laugh, it will make you gasp, but most importantly, it will inspire you. Go see Fordson.